So in this video, we're going to talk about the differences between being fluent and being conversational. What is the difference? Well, I'm going to tell you by most ways. So conversational is obviously something that you're going to achieve before you become fluent. All right. Now let's start with fluent. All right. So fluent is obviously going to take you a longer period of time, and you know, I can teach you how to get fluent in a month. Don't listen to that stuff. That's all BS. Okay, it takes a lot more. It takes longer to do it than 1 month. You might be lucky and get it in 1 month, but it's going to take consistent work over a fair amount of time. Okay, so fluency is when you come to when you're in a conversation, right? Let's just paint the picture. You're an English speaker, presumably watching this video. Now, when it comes to speaking English, especially as an English native, are you ever in doubt when you're speaking with somebody that possibly the person that you're speaking to won't understand what you're saying, or possibly the stuff that you want to tell that person, you might not have the capacity to do so because you lack the level of English to be able to explain yourself efficiently to the point where that person understands what you're saying, or to the point where you're satisfied that you said everything that was in your head to the person? The answer is obviously no, right? You're never gonna be in a situation where, oh, I might not be able to express myself exactly how I want to with the thoughts that I have in my head, or I might not be able to express myself to the point that this English native would be able to understand what I'm saying in English. That never happens, okay? So when you get to that level in Spanish or in any language, that's when you become fluent. When you know that you could be in any situation, any conversation with one or multiple people, some of you know, some of you don't know, formal, informal, professional, chilled, leisure, in a bar, whatever situation you're in, when it comes to that and you know that you are fully 100% convinced that there's nothing that could possibly present itself that you wouldn't be able to explain, that you wouldn't be able to express, and that the other person wouldn't be able to understand you because of your lack of that language. All right, so that is fluency, is when you have supreme confidence in your ability to say whatever you want to say, however you want to say it, whenever you want to say it. All right, that is fluency. Now some people say, what about listening? Sure, listening is also a part of being fluent, but again, listening is not within your control. All right, so somebody like Young Thug or Blueface, like I've listened to that song, Lifestyle. That song came out in 2015. I still don't know what the hell he's saying. Right now, he speaks English, same like I can speak English, but I can't control how well he speaks the English. All right. There's another video I shared with one of my one-to-one students. He's from the USA. He's from Arizona, and I showed him a video of this interview with this guy from Barnsley in the north of England, right, a small town in the north of England, and yeah, even my family members struggle to understand, but we did a bit better because we are British. But him, and as an American, he couldn't understand what the guy was saying. Like, I went, and again, we are native English speakers, so you can increase your level of listening for sure, but again, it's not within your control. So there are some people that just generally speak bad. They slur their speech. They don't pronounce their words correctly. They speak super fast or with some deep, thick country accent. So you have to account for that, and you know, you're not going to understand every single person. Even in English, I don't understand every single English speaker. Some people, like I said, speak really bad. But okay, so fluency would mean that you would be like very confident that you're going to understand what they're saying. It doesn't mean that you're going to 100% be able to understand what they say. That's like when you're speaking. Fluency, when you're speaking, you 100% know that you can say and express whatever it is what you want to say. But when it comes to listening, you have to take that into consideration. But it's almost the same thing, that you're very confident that whatever they're going to say to you, you're going to understand. All right. And that's what I experience in Spanish. So I never have a conversation in Colombia and I'm like, okay, well, what happens if I don't understand what this person is going to say to me? Or what happens if I can't say what I really want to say to this person? No, that doesn't happen. All right, that doesn't happen. So that is what fluency is. Now going to conversational. So the difference between fluency and conversational is, well, I have explained what fluency is, but conversational is that, but watered down a lot, right? And we will get you conversational within 90 days, right? If you follow the flowchart method and you follow it vigorously, and you do exactly what I tell you to do every day, and you're putting in the work 30 to 40 minutes a day, you will become conversational within 90 days, all right? Now, that's not to say that anywhere else you would study on this app or this tutor, you're going to be conversational 90 days. I don't know how long that would take, but with us, it would take 90 days, right? And fluency with us will take anywhere from around 6 to 9, maybe possibly 12 months, but around 9 months following the flowchart method. If you did one-to-one sessions with me, for example, around 9 months, you will become fluent if you do what I tell you to do. But again, conversational is when you can, let's say, go to a country that speaks Spanish and you can get around the town. Like, for example, you can introduce yourself in Spanish. You can ask how somebody's doing. You can maybe ask for directions if you're lost, which you probably might be in another country. You can order food, fast food. All right. You can check your bags in at the airport. Like, really kind of entry level. All right. And if you were in the bar or you were to meet somebody new, you want to flirt, you could flirt with a girl or a guy, or you could meet a friend and have a few exchanges in a small conversation. We're talking like anything up to 5 minutes. All right. And 5 minutes speaking Spanish is a long time. All right. So a conversation lasting up to about 5 minutes. It could be a bit longer, but again, small conversations, and also being able to do certain activities and certain things around the city. So, for example, let's say you went to Barcelona, or you went to Buenos Aires, or you went to Mexico City, right? With your English-speaking friends from the USA, Canada, Australia, UK, whatever, and you are the only one in the group of 5 that has some experience in Spanish, but you're conversational, just not fluent. You would be the guy or the girl that is translating for everybody. Like, whenever it came to, we need to order something in a restaurant, we need to make a reservation, or there's a problem with like my check-in at the hotel, they're not like accepting blah blah blah, you're the go-to guy. Okay, so that is basically conversational. You're not necessarily fluent, but to your friends who don't speak Spanish, you speak Spanish. Okay, but you know that in the Spanish game there's levels, but for them, they will see you as a fluent speaker. They will say, oh yeah, my friend, he speaks Spanish. Yeah. Okay, so conversational, again, to recap, conversational is when you can have a conversation of up to about 5 minutes, small conversations with people. You can not necessarily just remembering phrases, all right? That's not conversational at all. If you just remember a bunch of phrases, I know a bunch of phrases in Thai, that's not conversational, because when them phrases run out, I'm stuck. Okay, but conversational is when you understand the structures to a good level where you can make sentences in the present, future, and past for starters, and you can also not just talk in I, but you, he, she, we, they, we, and you can construct, nice basic to intermediate sentences, all right? Say, today we went to the shops and we bought a football. Later tomorrow we are going to play football in the park. Like, these are very nice, simple sentences that aren't too crazy, okay? And again, asking for ordering directions, asking for directions, ordering food, getting around town, introducing yourself to strangers, introducing yourself to whoever, right? Flirting in the bar, checking in at a hotel, checking in at the airport, maybe in the bank, little situational stuff like this in the supermarket, small stuff like this. That's conversational. But fluency is when you got it on lock, and you just know whatever comes my way, I got that, like Roger Federer, right? So that is the difference between conversational, and that is the difference between fluence. Okay, so fluency and conversational, that is the difference. I hope that cleared up. A lot of people have this question. I hope that clears it up. And as always, make sure you subscribe to this video, subscribe to our channel. Okay, make sure you click a like below if you like the video. Drop a comment if you like what we do over here at Yo Spanish. You can share it to your friends and let them know about Yo Spanish. Let the whole world know about Yo Spanish, and also turn on your post notifications so you get notified every single time I drop a hot new video. Okay, so without further ado, I'll see you on the next one. And as always, vamos pues.